Guru,
High note, low circuits, please sit down. Have fun. Ah, well, it is a matter of consciousness, isn't it true? There is some present. Would you open? Oh, you have come to my class? Congratulations, most welcome. You know, either you come to my class or you go to Melrose. If you know how to do your hairdo. It's fun. Folks, there's one thing which is constant pain in us. Could you tell me what it is? Beverly Hill, come on. Sit down. Sit. Wow. Well, smell it. Do you know what is the cause of pain in life? Today I'm going to teach you alphabetically. Huh? These are all Hindu nonsense. I'm not into it. I've been for 5,000 years, I've studied the whole sciences. Forget it. Man has been mocked, joked, reduced to ashes by this spirituality. Nothing is left in a man. Nothing. Man has never been considered virtuous. Do you know that? You are a whore, you are a prostitute, you are an idiot, you are this, that, you are spiritual, you are holiness, you are this and that. It is either this way or that way. What is this? Joke? Can somebody produce another person? If you can't judge it either. Forget it. Attachment, attach as much as you might. Attach, what is you? Attach yourself to God, attach to truth, attach to some character, attach to some, attachment is a great thing. Yeah.
The cause would be not recognizing that our essence is God.
Well, that is what is their essence is God. You can't recognize, you become God. So what is the cause of pain? You are almost around it, you are not on it. Figure it out. Yeah? Union and separation are the cause and effect. When you become Brahma, you become you, then union and separation doesn't mean anything. Wealth and poverty doesn't mean anything. Greatness and smallness, you do not understand human joy. Human joy is to be enjoy a human. When everything is nothing and nothing is everything. That state has to be achieved. That is a stage which has to be achieved. When effect of polarities, opposites, does not affect you. That's a universal law, you can't deny it. You can play around it. So long you are emotional, you have a good blood going and heart, and your testosterone or estrogen is working in you, you can think different. But one day this inside will be empty, and there's not going to be all that what you're talking about. And then automatically you will have self-hypnosis and you become senile. Oh yeah, senility is a very must in life. What do you say? Huh? Huh? All these organs will go. Hearing will go, eyes, what? Nose won't smell, food won't like. All will happen. But still you will be alive. And very well. Can't walk. This morning I interviewed a person. I told them, do you know who this man is? Nobody said no. He's 72. He was my senior. He was the fastest hockey player in the world. Fastest. So fast left out he was, you just give him a ball, next thing you know that he's in the goal. And people even can look at him, he's that fast. He used to create a speed disillusion by taking a ball in. And today, his legs were like wide open, and he had sticks, and he said, you were there, right? You saw it. Huh? It looked like, what is that thing which walks? Crocodile? No. The other thing. No, you buy $300 goggles with that.
Lobster. Oh,
Turtle eyeglasses, $300. Can you believe that? Huh? Oh yeah, turtle frame, right? $300. I was joking with it. Anyway, it's all right. And he was walking by a turtle. Hink, hink, hink. But he was alive. And that can happen to you, everybody, one day. So what is the source of pain? What?
Being that.
Being rat?
No, being like that.
No. I see, miserable as you are, more you want to live. That's not the source of pain. Once you understand tonight what I'm trying to tell you, you will be fine. But you got to understand the basic situation, why there is a source of pain. There's a source of pain in all of us. With all the wealth we are painful, with all the poverty we are painful, with all the sex we are painful, with all no sex we are painful. We have gone to caves and it didn't work. We have gone to orgies, it didn't work. We have gone to everything. Nothing works. Why? Tell me why. Yeah. Yeah, but God is the illusion. God is totality. Oh, well, energy is a God, but it's a total energy. But how can you be with the total energy when you are limited? You are bound by your skin. I know this is what Yogi Bhajan said, but question is, I know, this is what I said. You have to experience. Experience what? Let me talk to you very simple in terminology of mathematics. If you breathe one breath a minute, and start doing it just like half an hour, 15 minutes, 20 minutes, and keep on increasing, it will take you 120 days to have a mental acknowledgement of self-experience. I'm not kidding. 20 seconds to inhale, 20 seconds to hold, and 20 seconds to exhale. You are in pain because you do not acknowledge your life. You are living. The breath of life, which is you do not acknowledge it. Because once you don't have a breath of life, you can't buy it, you can't extend it, you can't have it. And doesn't matter who you are declared dead. It's different, somebody will throw you away into the ocean and somebody calls you, you have gone into Mahasamadhi. Somebody will build a big building around you and tell you you're the greatest. Somebody say, oh, one idiot is less. It doesn't matter. You must understand it takes about 200,000 million idiots to prove one wise person. So everything is comparative. If there are no many idiots, how you know somebody is wise? So everybody has a role to play. And that role is the role of consciousness as described, prescribed, and explained in the personal conduct of a person. But how unfortunate you are penniless, worthless, moneyless, wiseless, what less, you are very less. If you start just evaluating your breath of life, everything in environment will change. Everything. Poverty will disappear, animosity will disappear, disease will disappear. Once I met a friend of mine. I said, what are you doing these days? He said, well, I'm trying to die. I said, it seems difficult. He said, yeah. He was very unconscious about breath, and I know this guy used to have a perfect practice of breathing. And I said, what is wrong? He said, I want to go home. I said, look, don't be foolish. At 48 I'm trying, I'm 65 now, it didn't happen. So why you are trying? Leave it alone, it will happen when it happens. There is somebody else who gave the breath of life, and that's real. It's not in our control. But just you start valuing the life, each breath you value, each breath you value, your worth will start increasing. And for that you are not to write a billboard, I am practicing pranayam. Not at all. I am very wise, I am great. When I came to United States, who knew it that I am even a yogi? Pokedar pink turban, bushel with broken buttons, and lined pant, western. Can you see a person in that dress and you can find he's a yogi? Forget it. Even now, when I sit in a business meeting, nobody thinks I'm any spiritual. They call me cutthroat businessman. I'm very cute. Because question is to test other person's capacity to communicate and bargain. And bargain is not for advantage. Bargain is to find out the interest. I never bargain to save money. I bargain to see how idiot this person is. And we play games. That's life. You always understand life is mutual. Life is? And it has always to be negotiated. There's no something which is permanently confirmed. Never was, never is, and never. And in 72 hours, your all cell changes. So we are talking to every day after 72 a total different person. You may look the same, the frequency changes, the psyche changes, the strength changes, little bit appearance changes, little bit, microscopically little bit. First the gray starts coming in and you say, and then there's no black at all, it's all gray, then you are looking at the black somewhere. You know what I mean? When you are young, you want to do sex with everybody you know or you don't know. When you are old, you can't even think of a dream. Wet dream is far and rare in between. What happens? Body is a continuous process of life. If the breath of life is not valued, life will not be valuable. You understand? All other sciences are very well qualified gimmicks to keep people going. Now tell me, if you read great scripture to somebody who is not breathing, what use is to that guy? I must say, I tell you something. A person is dead, they do his hairdo and lipstick, the whole thing. What is the idea? Huh? It cost about $8,000 with that beautiful velvet box and the whole thing. And finally, 1, 2, 3, in. and it's consumed by flames, or you put it in the graveyard to be the first breakfast of the earthworms next morning. They may not reach it, but they understand there's a food there. And God forbid, if 5-6 years later they pull you out, you know what comes out. There was a wife whose husband was a very beautifully wife beater. So one day he went to God, he said, Almighty God, I only pray when I go home he should be dead. So when she came home, he slipped and he died on the spot, split his head. She said, God listens to me, God listens to me, God listens to me. So anyway, the whole village came and they buried him. Marriage ended. After 10 years later, somebody came from the district. He said, we have to identify the cause, the death of your husband. So they redug the grave. He looked around. She said, oh, he's just a bunch of wife beaters. You know the bones? So he used to beat her with the bones too. So he said, even in death, he has become the wife beater. That's what you are. You are just a skeleton, a sketch on the planet where the breath of life keeps you alive, and your juices and your glands and the glandular secretion makes you the power of a human you can be. Your life is not how much you have studied and educated. Your life is how your glandular system secretes the juices into the formation of your blood, and how much breath of life touches it. That's the science which is called pranayam, the control of the breath of life. Yam means the rule, yam niyam, nays and no's, yeas and yo's, that's what it is. So basically, technically tonight, I would like you to do one little exercise for a few minutes and see where we go. Are you with me? Right? Can you do it fast? If you sit down and pretend to be a great yogi, you are or you're not, I'm not worried about it. You're already paid, isn't it? So let us qualify ourselves. Yeah, running a yoga center at last is a lot of stuff. Come on, let's do it. Activate your Idda and Pingala. I know you have never done this, even with me. I know how wrong you are. This breath will tire you out. Be consistent. Idda and Pingala. Make a nose. Yeah. That looks bad, but it's good work. If you do this breath for 11 minutes, then we'll discuss what we have achieved. Before that, I'm not even telling you. Sa, ta, na, ma. sa, ta, na, ma. Just become one breath. Harmonize. Sa, ta, na, ma. So, hung, so, hung. That is the sound of breath. Hung, so, hung. Hung, so, hung. Hung, so, hung. It is the most healing breath actually. Pull in and push out fast. Use the hammer power. So hung, so hung, so hung, so hung, hung, so hung, so hung. So hung, so hung. You won't go hyper with this, don't worry. So hung. Do it right. It is tiresome, but it will take away stress from the root. So hung, hung, so hung, so hung. Create a friendship between you or your nose. So hung. Some of you look like great yogis. Normally people cannot do it more than 2 minutes. I have seen people freaking out with a lot of practice. Come on, let's do it. It must be old 60s thing that you can hold that much. Come on. Now inhale deep, hold tight. And let it go. Now please assess yourself. You have almost done 2.5 minutes. Feel yourself. Don't trust me. I'll say all good things about everything. This is 2.5 minutes. And you have not done absolutely correctly. If you can do this exercise 3 minutes absolutely correctly, you do not know yet how powerful you can become. Because this breathing, this is called Sohang Pranayam. Its very name came from the God's name. Sohang is also God's name. The breath goes in, it's called so, it comes out, it's called hung. So hung. It's called Sohang Pranayam. And you go to India, pay $1 million to somebody, tell him I want to learn Sohang Pranayam. He say, what? They won't teach you. Even they know. Because you come from Judo-Christian background. So you are untouchable. You are not entitled to any spiritual knowledge. Can you believe this prejudice? It still exists today, in 1994. You say you don't want to learn things, they say we don't want to teach things. That's how the world is. Everybody has a monopoly. The word is not ignorant anymore, it's the arrogance, the spiritual arrogance. Everybody is sticking to, oh, I got the best. And when somebody says, I am the best, I say, the best stupid. Because best is God. No man can be best. Knowledge you learn at the will of the master, you share at the will of the student. That's the only science one knows. This pranayam, you should practice it by 2.5 minute segment. Not more than that. For a few days, 2.5 minutes. Then 5 minutes. Then 7.5 minutes. And for God's sake, don't proceed more than 11 minutes. Doesn't matter, even I say it. Because I succeeded. I proceeded and succeeded and crossed that warning line. I know what it does. So I shall request you to stick around at that boundary. When you become perfect, and if you do 11 minutes, that's why we can't sell so many formulas we have, because if somebody says, okay, 5 drops can do you good, somebody takes 15, from where we bring him down? That's the problem. Here, the word of teacher is not final. Inner emotions are final. So person says, oh, this is a good thing. Some idiot said, rhinos, that horn is very good for sex. No rhino lives now. They all push them for just that little horn. And rhino is not very sexual, and neither that horn is sexual. Cardamom, 1 teaspoon does more than all that rhino horn does. It's unfortunate. Nobody listens to anything. A cardamom teaspoon, a 1 teaspoon of cardamom is a powder available. Correct? Right? Write down this formula and save the rhinos. I'm not kidding. Take this, everybody Italian knows what basil does, right? Take a tablespoon, heapful tablespoon of basil and teaspoon of cardamom, right? And take a cup of water and boil it, right? Make a good boiling time is about 20 minutes. Boil it, really boil it. Not just touch it and smear it and that Japanese system, making tea. Once I went to Japanese tea, I was on a cup of tea. It took about 4 hours before they gave me 1 cup. And it was only 1 ounce in it. And I didn't know what to do with it. Well, ceremony and the kettle and the whole thing, we went through it. But anyway, boil it 20 minutes, really hardcore, and then pour it, right? It's ready, correct? And then you can put honey, but I'll prefer maple syrup or molasses for sweetener. They are best. But if you put honey, it is up to you. I'm not asking you to do whatever you want. Or if you want to put sugar, really sugar, that's fine too. Oh, you're going to do it anyway, but so why should not I permit you? And you make this tea hot tea. Otherwise you make a tea and then put ice cubes in it and then start drinking it. Now this is not the tea you have to drink that way. You have to see it is hot, and with a tablespoon you can sip it. It'll be hot. And finally, when it's very hot, start drinking 1 cup of that tea. Start with 2 cups, one in the morning, one about 4 p.m. For God's sake, don't drink this tea late night. You will never sleep. You will be like this. So there's no use of that energy. But if you really take it about 4 o'clock, and especially women, a woman will never have premenstrual syndrome and any other trouble in her life if she takes this tea at 4 o'clock on the strike. When the energy balance goes, the biorhythm changes. This is how they do. The total formula of this is very simple. You want to know how the formula is? This is the formula for our energy. But this whole formula has 4 or 5 things. The tea can be made, and then people who love to take that, they take it at 8 o'clock, 12 o'clock, 4 o'clock, 8 o'clock, finished. Just for God's sake, look at these people. How healthy they look. How good looking they are. But I'm just giving you one little tea. It is $3,000 an ounce. They give you rhino's horn. And it's a useless trip. What they are saying is just a phenomena which nobody can vouch for it. But this one will make you really go like a rhino. It's so energetic. But you know, in our mankind, in our situation, we don't care. It's just, I heard from A heard from B heard from C. See, where is this? Where is this? Where is this? In India, there's a black buck. You know, it's a deer. Right? It has in its navel, it's called kasturi. If you kill that buck, or sometime he kills himself because of the smell, you can get that pouch out of it, and that pouch hardly contain about an ounce of kasturi. Hardly. Somebody was lucky. He was American. He heard it. He went. He said, I want to buy that. So he went to the Himalaya region, and people said, we'll search it out. Finally they found the black buck running like a mad. He said, this is the thing we have to chase. So finally they chased him out, because when kasturi is ripe, it makes the buck go insane. He runs and runs for the smell. The smell is right in his navel, but he runs for it. Very passionately he runs. Finally he ducks himself, breaks his neck, dies. So this guy went and cut the side and put the pouch out, and he said, here it is. He said, how much? He said, that much money. He gave him the money. Now this idiot saw that buck running mad. He understood it. He brought it home. Look at this. He made rice, put that pouch into made the rice, made the yogurt, made beautifully, put few almonds and this and that, and made a beautiful food. And this wonderful, stupid guy ate it. He's still in the mental hospital, even today. Too much is too much. Everybody knows how to take kasturi. You know how they take it? You know the ladies make this sweater, knitting thing, crochet thing. They take that crochet has a little thing turned around, they dip that, and whatever comes on it, they put it in the water. Now that is the maximum dose. One pouch can last you whole life. This guy made a one rice dish. You know that ladies, you have hair problem, right? You have very bad hair problem because after a while, because you push them so badly that they lose the luster, they lose the whole thing. And I was watching that day a show on channel, I don't know what channel it was. They were selling a special brush and they were selling a special thing to wear and special this and special. I just calculated there were about $200 worth of a formula just for keeping the hair. You know what I mean? What a stupid idea. Why don't you take a yogurt and put turmeric in it and put sesame oil in it and put this, what do you call this thing? Yogurt, sesame oil, and turmeric. Lemon. Mix it up, right? Put that in your hair and massage like left and right, and then wrap it around and take a very big thick towel and sleep for the night. Well, you want your hair or not? Or do it on Saturday, whatever you choose. And then when it is all dried up there, you just go under a warm water and put ordinary soap, whatever you want to use, and rinse your hair. Give this treatment for a few days, just see, your head will change, forget about the hair. If you can spend $200 on that brush and that cloth and it will dry 80% hair moisture and 30% of this, who says that a man needs so much for the face? Take ginger, turmeric and yogurt, right? Make a little thick powder, put it on your face, let it be yellow, let it dry up, wash it out. Touch your own skin. You don't have to have that cream which they call and consult the doctor and you will live the wrinkles and all that stuff. You don't need anything. God prepared man and then prepared the whole universe around the man. You don't have to suffer. You are not born to suffer. Any person who can take a quarter ounce of ginger juice, 1 ounce of lemon juice, quarter ounce of and basil and turmeric is boiled and made into tea and taken 4 times a day, doesn't need any energy, only simply he has to have a harness to control oneself. You will be steady whole day.
That was ginger, basil, turmeric, and what else?
That's what your body needs. And it doesn't mean that you have to make on the spot. Early in the morning, make 4 cups, put it in your thermos, go. This is also very fashionable these days to take the plastic bottles and drink water, right? Isn't that fashionable? So why don't you take a thermos? That looks a little more fashionable. Change your lifestyle. This is the age of Aquarius. Next day is 1995. Many of you will not live. Sorry to tell you that. Onslaught death will prevail. And there will be no reason. Because you are going to live, that's why, in spite of the fact, whatever I'm going through, I still come and teach you and share with you all these exercises. Because you have to have self-control. You have to have your energy enlarged. You have to have your mental width. Because this is the age of knowledge. It's the age of Aquarius. It's not me and you. We're all in the same boat. Sometimes I talk, sometimes I don't. One day I was taking person, where are you going? I'm going to Santa Fe. I said, please don't go. Why? I said, you are spaced out. No, I'm all right. I said, okay, go. We had to send a truck in 15 minutes later. What happened? I went off the road. I said, why? The road is very wide. I don't know. I just went to the road, off the road. Thank God. They stopped it. But how you know I should not go? I said, you were off. While starting, I saw you were not even yourself. You were somewhere else. No, I was all right. I was alert. I was talking to you. No. Most of the time, you are not you. Most of the time, you pretend you are you. You say you are Christian, you are a Buddhist, you are a Sikh, you are a Hindu, you are a Muslim. God knows what you say. But I say, you are actually nothing. Because you are not you. First you become you, then you become something. Then it's understandable. You are spaced out aliens. Most of the time, that's what you are. Always thinking. I'll have egg will hatch, egg will have chicken will have farm will have, then I'll have $1 million. And thanks God to California lottery, everybody. That day, I think it was lottery day. Everybody was keeping the number in hand. Though lottery has been declared, money has been given. I just lost by one wrong number, I lost by 2 wrong numbers. And that's all they were thinking. Humans can't think they are alive. That's a great thing. My biggest lottery is when breath comes in and goes out and next come in. That's the one lottery. That is one lottery. The second best lottery is when you eat food and you digest it. And third best lottery is when early in the morning you have to answer the call of nature. These are the lotteries which matters in life, not what you have in bank. And once a person has self-knowledge, Atam Gyan, all prosperity will come to you. That's the rule of the thumb. Atam Gyan, Brahma Gyan. Atam Gyan, Brahma Gyan. Atam Gyan will give you all the prosperity and absolute calmness, satisfaction. Brahma Gyan will give you absolute ecstasy and bliss. These are 2 knowledges. Knowledge of your soul, Atma, and Brahm Gyan, knowledge of the Creator. All other knowledges means you can't study anything. You put 600 Bibles on the donkeys, you're not going to become priest. It's a useless trip. Your knowledge is when you know, I am. And in every aspect of life, you know, I am. I had a big fight this morning. And she said, you know what is wrong with you. I said, yes, I know. But this is a damn compassion. I said, compassion is never damned. Compassion is just compassion. It's not wrong to be compassionate. And I am compassionate. What's wrong with it? But you are wrong. I say, okay, I am wrongly compassionate. Or I'm compassionately wrong. Say it any way you want. But I am not going to give these orders, period. Well, you have to. I said, no, I'm CMA. I'm the Chief Management Authority. Without my signature, it shall not happen. You don't have that authority. I'm not going to hit anybody's below belt. But this is this. I said, I agreed everything. Compassion comes from courage. Cowards don't have compassion. Kindness comes from virtue. Unkind people have not kindness and virtue. So our human life depends on certain characteristics. Care comes from ecstasy. When you can forget about yourself and forget about your environments and forget what you are, you just care. You can care, then only you can share, and that's all God in you is. There's no other God. Rest all bull stories. If you can find a sick person, a wrong person, you can just bypass. I fight every day. I go to Beverly Hills, the guys want money, and I tell my security officer, give him the money. Give that man money. Why? I said, God gives us, give him. Because you cannot give money. Why not? If you don't have, that's a separate issue. Why not? Why not? Oh, he'll drink. Then what do you? God drinks. No man drinks. Somewhere he drinks, somewhere he fasts. Somewhere he's an idiot, somewhere he's wise. It's his creation, folks. It's not ours to judge. God created us. We have not created God. And judging and hating and manipulating and being jealous and being angry and all that I understand. But what it means actually, where it will take you. Where it will take, where are you going? God giveth the breath of life, you giveth the breath of life to others through your smiles and through your compassion, through your care, through your kindness. Look, when I came, I didn't have any family. Look what a large family I've got. It is so large, it's so wide, it's so open. It's unbelievable. One day I was counseling somebody, and she said, Yogi, you understand what my problem is? I said, yes. What's your advice? I said, you should do this. She said, but this can go against you. I said, that's what I'm saying it. It goes against me, it's fine. This suits you. If I would have been you, this should have been done. But I can't go against you. I'm my teacher. I said, kill the teacher, doesn't matter. Save yourself. I can't do it. I said, you asked my advice, I gave it to you. I can't leave you. I said, you gotta leave me. I'm very compassionate, you are an idiot, I'm never going to do anything to you, you're not going to learn. Or if you want to stay here, learn. She said, one question she asked me blew my mind. She said, what is learning? I laughed. I said, learning is a self-discipline. And mind you, anybody who has a self-discipline shall always be respected, always be rich, and always be happy. Self-discipline is the key to happiness. Without self-discipline, you can't be happy, because without breaks, you can't stop the car. All incident and coincidence are when you cannot stop yourself. Whenever your emotions, commotions, your feelings run amok, you create accident in life. So can we do one little exercise and then go home? Right? Yeah. So that you may know how it will do. Okay? I'm giving you an example, is it killer, okay? Watch this. Look straight. It can't be slow, idiots will be slow, wise will be fast. That's the test of your wisdom and your foolishness. I'm watching time, hurry up. Don't worry about me, I did it in the morning anyway. Fast. You have to be fast, your optical nerve must have an illusion. I teach you certain things which in a few minutes can make you the greatest person. I don't know, why can you not do it? It bothers me. You go and pay $350 for seminars, come out with a bunch of papers. Use them as bathroom thing, you know. You have too much money. Bigger, bigger, you need bigger, you are taller. Yeah, that's the right angle for you. Faster though. Correct. Now you're doing perfect. Said Simran, don't slow down. What are you talking about? I'm not watching. You know, I sit down up there not to be hanged, just to look around and watch who's freaking out. Oh, that's why they give the teacher higher space so he can look at it, everybody. Fast. Look straight, look fast, be here. Up to your optical nerve. In front of your optical nerve, please. I'm going to send you home totally in a space shuttle. Don't worry about it. I have made up my mind. It's not an idea to keep you just normal. That's not going to work. Once they asked Socrates, why you are teaching in spite of the fact you have fever? He said, because tomorrow with this knowledge they can save themselves. He said, what about you? He said, my fever can kill me, I don't care. Come on, fast. Put your optical nerve through this and create a illusion, visionary illusion, create it. It looks like it is one piece, you will see it. You got to do it for a few seconds to get to that. And use the power of the arms. The whole circular system must change. The entire strength should be from your elbow onwards. Change the whole attitude of the body. Conquer death. This is called Bahubal Kriya. It is one of the most magnificent secret Kriya of the yoga. Faster! Go, keep knitting, keep knitting, keep knitting. Oh yes, lengthen breath, meeting. Come on, get going. Don't get tired. It's all right. Once in a while, just succeed. Isn't fun? Keep going. Oh yeah, it's very good. Amrita, why are you looking left and right? That's the best way to have interval, huh? One more minute and let you go. 1 more minute, but if you're honest, for the last minute of you. Yeah. Try 1 more minute. And the test of that is within the next 45 minutes, your breath should be unbreathable, quick and hard. Make it possible. Get out of it. Come on, harder. Try, please. Give your diaphragm a chance. Give it a length and strength and make it yours. Don't live on a loaned breath. Whew. You have 15 more seconds. I'm not going to extend it 1 second more than that. Come on. 10 seconds. Faster. Harder. 5 seconds. Try. Inhale deep. Stretch your hands up straight. Stretch. Exhale. Let it go. Thank you. Wait a minute. You know how much minutes you did? 3.5 minutes. Half minute I stole. Now he's telling me it's best to watch. I have to. Wow. Now could you move your shoulders and your body and just all that stuff so that energy can penetrate? Oh, godly God. Yeah, every part of the body you should solitarily move while sitting. Don't move otherwise. Just like that, the feet, the toes, the legs and body and this and that. Just like a convulsion to give the body. And that will focus the energy to every part, every organ. And then to the night when you sleep, it will change all the cells. Job will be done. This exercise, the maximum time with this is 7 minutes only. We did it for 3 minutes. And it has to be very fast. And when we do, like see how much fast I do? I show you. Can you, sir, pull it out? Yeah, thank you. This is how fast you can go. It's a matter of practice. Your whole body will start shaking, your spine will start shaking, your whole shoulders will start shaking, it will become impossible to breathe, and after 5 minutes you will be red like tomato. Yeah. And in 7 minutes, you have totally changed the chemistry of your whole body cells. Try it. If you don't believe me, go hell, just get it tested. See how much change you can bring to yourself. 7 minutes is the limit. But don't go.
What's the name of the Kriya again? The name of the Kriya again?
Write it down. Sat Simran, give him the name. You are the one who did it.
It's on the tape.
You have to ask her.
You had mentioned the name. I just was busy doing
I
it.
am very sorry you were busy. My qualifying factor is when the master speaks, listen. That's one faculty. Not only when master speaks, you listen. When the wind speaks, you listen. You must have sensitivity to listen to all vibrations of every living being. You will become such a good listener. You can listen the echo of God in everything. I live that way. You should develop this. Do you understand? Listening is the most powerful organ you've got. And you can become so sensitive that whole universe you will listen. But don't forget to take the name from Sat Simran. And it is on the tape. It's true. May the Lord. I'm just in good mood. And may the long time sunshine upon you, all love surround you, and the pure light within you guide your way on, guide your way on, guide your way on. So blessed is my soul, which shares the time and space with all being and creatures and existence in the kingdom of God. Blessed is my soul, which passed through the journey of life in harmony, in tranquility and in peace. Blessed is my soul, which cares in compassion and kindness, and recognizes all the existence and the vibrations of God in life and life within God. Blessed is that being who for the time being understand all God is all. In the route and the routine of life, let us not forget the giver of the breath of life, the great gift of life, and let us be kind to every moment, every step we take. Satnam. Thank you very much. We'll meet tomorrow again sometime like this. 7:45 to start with. I'll show up. And that's the way it will be. So if you have some other urgent appointments, then you can deal with that. But if you have free time, show up here. Cheers. Wow. Wow.
See her Bhajan here.
This one?
Yeah.